What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. If you guys are already part of this family, you guys already know the drill. On here we do all things beauty and makeup related. Thank you guys so much for supporting and watching and clicking on today's video. So in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and review the new Making You Blush collection from Morphe. Now, I did pick up just a few pieces from their collection. I picked up one of the palettes, which is the 9P PETAl Passion. I picked up one of their powdered blushes, and then as well as a cream blush. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, what I think, if it's worth it, how we got this look, definitely keep on watching. Also, do not forget to turn on your bell notifications so you guys do not miss any of my uploads. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. So I did pick up 3 pieces from the Morphe Making You Blush collection. So the first one is this one. This is the 9P PETAl Passion Artistry palette, which is what we are gonna go into right away. Now, if I can open this up, I always have the hardest time opening up the package. So this is a 9-pan palette. They did have a bigger one, but this one caught my eye for some reason. So this is the palette. Okay, and then I love this. Instead of plastic, I feel like this is recyclable material. And then it does have a little mirror, which we love. And then you get the palette. We are going to jump into the eyes, of course. So for primer, I am going to go into the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer. Again, this palette, I will leave everything on the screen, but this palette does retail for $12, which I honestly feel like it's a really good deal. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to prep our eyelid for our shadow. I really like this primer. I'm not even sure if it's a dupe to the P. Louise because I've never used that primer, but I really like this one. I feel like I just have to pick up the more like tan shade because I feel like this can be a little white sometimes for me. But I mean, it does the job when it comes to prepping my lid for the shadows. So the first color we are gonna jump into, and I love that they have names, is this one called Love a Lust, which is this like it's like a brownish red type of color. And I'm gonna take that on a Morphe JH40. These brushes are super old, but I love them. And again, you guys know I love to use my shadow switch to clean my brushes, but I'm gonna take some and I'm just gonna pack it on. So we're gonna see how this performs. So that is pigmented, and there's not a lot of fallout. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack this all over my crease. I'm not too worried about any blending just yet. I just want to pack on that shade first. That is very pretty. I feel like this palette is a very like warm toned type of pink. And I like that. Now I'm gonna take a fluffier brush. I'm gonna next take a JS6 brush from Morphe, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Big Apple. It's a pinky color, of course. All these shades are pretty much pink tones. And so far they are blending very nice. The fallout is not too bad on these palettes, which for me, like, that's not an issue. Even if a palette does have fallout, like, that really doesn't bother me. I know some people do care about that, so I'm just letting you guys know. That is really pretty. Now I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out even more Love and Lust, which is the orangey one, just so we don't have like a harsh line. Now I'm gonna take a LC3 Morphe brush. This is from their Lucky Charms collection. And I think I'm gonna go in with the shade called Go To, which is this little like peachy shade right here. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and I'm just gonna really blend that up here, just so we have a really nice, you know, just like a little blend to all these 3 shades. Now, you guys know I love to cut my crease. I am gonna go ahead and do a cut crease, and then we will see what other shades we jump into. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these 2 shades here because they look very, very pretty. So this is what we have. This one is I'm Busy, and then this one is called Say No More, which again, they look really pretty. I'm gonna go in with this one, which is called I'm Busy. I'm not gonna wet my brush just to see what we are working with. Now for the outer part, I'm gonna go in back to Love and Lust, which is that dark orangey shade, and I'm just gonna apply that to the outer parts of my eye. And then to kind of blend those 2 shades together, I'm gonna go into this pink one, which is called Her, and I'm just gonna apply that between the shimmery and the like orangey one, just to blend them out into each other. So this is what our eyeshadow look is looking like so far. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do my other eye, apply our lashes. I'm gonna do a little bit of my makeup, and then we're gonna jump into the blushes of this collection. So I will be right back. So I am back. I have my foundation on, which if you guys are wondering, I use the Morphe Filter Effect foundation. I am in the shade medium 14, and then for the concealer I used also their Filter Effect foundation. Now I'm gonna jump into this product. This is their blush Balm Soft Focus Cream Blush, and I got the shade Audacious Apricot. Okay, now this is what the packaging looks like. Very cute. It is very small. So this one does retail also for $12. You get a little mirror, and then this is the product. I think it's very cute. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush because this one's really good for like cream products, and I'm gonna go ahead. So it looks really pigmented. Now I haven't applied any bronzer or powder to my face because of course I'm gonna do the like cream products first. So let's see. It's pigmented and it's pretty. Now it doesn't smell like anything. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it. It's blending out super easy, and I don't see it like lifting up any of my foundation or anything. Now one thing I will say is I feel like for $12 it's a little bit pricey. I feel like they could have done like maybe around the $9 price range, because again it is like a small like little powdered compact. But this is a really pretty shade. I really like this, and the formula is really nice. I have used a couple like cream products that I'm just like, oh, I don't know if this is like for me, but this is pretty. This is very pretty. Now the next product here is the Making You Blush Sculpting Powder. Now I've never heard of a sculpting blush. I'm a little confused on that one. Now this one retails for $14, which again I feel like it's a little bit pricey because this is more pricey than their palette. I did get the shade Nude Pursued. Now one thing I will say about the shade range in this collection when it came down to the powdered blushes is if you are super light skin, they had a lot of like choices for you. I felt like if you were darker, my skin tone or darker than me, like there was not really much to choose from, because the first three like super light shades would be super ashy on me. This is the only shade that I feel like would match me, and even then guys, I feel like this is very light for me, I'm not even gonna lie. And then they did have a very dark toned one. It was almost like a berry purple color, but that one I feel like it's not gonna fit a lot of skin tones. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. I mean, it shows up, that's the shade, but I mean, I don't know. And by the way guys, I've never used any of Morphe's blushes, so I'm like pretty, I'm just excited to see how they're gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and set this blush. Oh, that is very pigmented. That is very, very pretty. Again, this is in the shade Nude Pursuit, which I feel like it's pretty. I mean, it looks a lot more pinkish on the skin than versus the packaging. And as for a blush, it feels okay. Like there's nothing super, you know, like magical about it. Now, I know I'm looking a little crazy, but I always feel that setting powder fixes everything. I'm gonna go ahead and set my base with the CoverGirl one. This is the True Blend Translucent. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set under my eyes because I didn't do that. I'm gonna take this Morphe Brontour bronzer and contour little situation, and this one is in the shade Frenemy, which I've never used before. I mean, I have used some of Morphe's bronzers, but not this one. So she's in a little black packaging. And then this is not new, by the way, guys, but it is new to me. So I'm guessing this is the contour and this is the bronzer side. I'm going to take a brush and just bronze up / contour my face a little bit. So I'm going to take the lighter shade first, which is the bronzer side. And I'm going to warm up my face a little bit I'm actually going to mix them together. This is pretty. This is very pretty. Now, of course, we're going to go in and finish the eyes. I think I'm going to jump into the shade Go To, which is like the peachy shade. It's a little bit like of a rosy peachy shade. And for the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade called Say No More, which is like the shimmery one that I showed you guys in the beginning. And I think I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. It's like a pinky shimmery shade. So now I'm really going to go off camera again, I know. Put on some lashes, and then I'm going to be back to tell you guys what I think of these products, so I will be right back. So we are back, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the products. So this is the final look, and I am really loving this eyeshadow palette, so I guess we'll jump into this one first. So I really enjoyed this little palette. I feel like you can definitely wear this. These are very like everyday wearable type of colors. They performed really well. I didn't have any issue with the pigmentation or how they blended out. They were not chalky at all. And then like I feel like the shimmer shades are very creamy, which I really enjoyed. They were not like dry or anything. I really like this palette. This for me is a 10 out of 10. We're next gonna jump into the blushes, which I'm excited about. Now this blush, I loved it. I love the formula. I love the little packaging. I feel like it's super cute. I love the fact that it does have a mirror, and I love the color. I love peachy shades, so this for me is a yes. Also, I did love the other shade colors that they had from the cream one. I really enjoyed these guys, so definitely if you find these at your local Ulta, definitely pick them up. I feel like they're worth it. They're very super easy to blend. They didn't like get patchy. They layered also really nice with everything that I applied on my face, and they didn't move my foundation around, so I really like these. Again, if you guys see these at your local Ulta, definitely pick them up. I feel like they are definitely worth the $12. Now, as for their Sculpting powdered blush, I feel like it's an okay blush. I don't feel like it's anything too out of this world. I mean, they performed well. It it did what it had to do. I got a little bit of, you know, rosy cheeks with this product, but I don't feel like it was like a wow product for me. I feel like you can definitely pick up a cheaper blush from the drugstore and get the same type of outcome. Because again, these are $14, so I feel like they are a little pricey for a blush. And then as far as the shade ranges, I feel like they could have done a lot better, because some of those shades look like they would be super ashy for my skin tone, so I can only imagine for deeper complexions. So these for me are a no. Definitely pick these up if you find them, and the palette I really did like and enjoy. So that comes to the end of my video, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.